Well, health care was a defining issue for Arizona voters in the 2018 U.S. Senate race, and 2020 is no different. Both Republican Senator Martha McSally and Democratic challenger Mark Kelly portray themselves as defenders of your right to good health care and lower drug prices. Team 12's political insider Bram Resnick fact-checks a McSally ad claiming that she's taking on the big drug makers.
The McSally campaign ad appears to provide evidence that she's taking on Big Pharma, but a closer look reveals there's not much evidence there.
We live in an aging community. People really need help to make their medicines affordable.
A Sun City woman identified as Arla says Senator Martha McSally is providing that help.
We really appreciate what Martha McSally is doing. Martha McSally is taking on these large drug companies.
So is Senator McSally taking on the drug companies? The evidence from the past year is slim. Let's start with this headline in McSally's campaign ad. McSally looking for ways to reduce prescription drug costs. That headline was taken from this Arizona Republic story in August 2019. It was pegged to McSally touring the pharmacy at a Phoenix Safeway. But in that story, McSally wouldn't commit to any specific ways to reduce drug costs. She told reporters, more needs to be done for sure. 7 months later, in February, in the midst of her U.S. Senate campaign, McSally endorsed the leading piece of legislation, a bipartisan prescription drug reform bill led by Iowa Republican Chuck Grassley. But Grassley was already fighting to keep it alive.
Senator from Arizona.
I want to thank Chairman Grassley for his tireless leadership on lowering the cost of prescription drugs.
In late July, McSally was a co-sponsor of a revamped Grassley bill. The goal was to include it in a stalled coronavirus relief package. But the bill was no longer bipartisan, and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell showed no signs of supporting that legislation or a House-passed bill that went further in attacking drug pricing.
Everywhere I go in Arizona, whether it's rural or in Maricopa County, Pima County, young or old, this is a top issue I'm hearing from my constituents.
McSally did introduce her own bill in March. The bill has no Senate co-sponsors. It's supported by one organization, the conservative counterpart to the AARP, and the bill hasn't had a hearing yet. In Phoenix, Bram Resnick, 12 News.
All right, Bram, thank you.